We deep in these streets. Stop listening to all that talk and tune into us. We got that heat for your ears. We everywhere. 365 The Grind Radio Show.
How y'all doing out there, man? It's your man, the hottest in the game, DJ DMVTHEDON. This is 365 The Grind Radio Show, man. You're listening to, man, and we about to get it blazing, man, for the YouTube, man. Our followers out there, man, we appreciate you, man. We definitely try to bring you the best shows. And it doesn't matter, excuse me, if you're new to the show or you're a long-time listener and follower. We love you all, and we definitely appreciate it and wish nothing but the best, man, to you, our listening audience out there. By the way of music, we got a great interview right here. This is going to be one of our first that we'll stream and post to YouTube, and we got many more to come. So stay tuned, keep it locked, man. Also follow, man, 365 The Grind Radio Show, man, the #1 fastest and hottest urban web radio show, man, in the universe. Hosted by me, the hottest in the game, DJ DMVTHEDON. Let's get into it, baby. This is our special guest, Grammy Award winner, nominated, extraordinary singer-songwriter, man. I can't say enough about her. We had Chrisette Michele come through on the show. This is our 2014 interview. We hope you enjoyed, man. We got a lot of more great interviews just like this one. But hey, sit back and enjoy not only the words, personality, but man, let's get into Chrisette Michele, man, and learn what's been going on with her, what she's all about. She's more than just music. I'm pretty sure you get the feel of that, man. Man, I had to sit down with her and nice interview, man, phone interview. She called in. Hey, I'm just gonna let you sit back and enjoy this nice, beautiful interview that we had. And she opened up to us very well and shared a lot with us on the show. We appreciate her here in the DMV, along with her fans and fans of the show worldwide. This is Chrisette Michele's interview, 2014, 365 The Grind Radio Show. Enjoy. She's doing a lot of work, and we appreciate her taking time out of her busy schedule to come on the show tonight. We big fans of hers, always support her music. I've been following her since the beginning, and to have her on the show today is definitely an honor for myself and everybody on the show. Just want to read some of give you some points from her bio. Time away from the spotlight can be a bad thing, but Chrisette Michele is always doing the necessary things without a break. There is a strong possibility she won't be sitting in her Williamsburg apartment on a crisp morning, excited, talking about her brand new album, whatever album that is. To say that her album titles fits is an understatement. Chrisette Michele is surely one of the most talented R&B artists, music artists, definitely in music today. Her different styles, hip hop, being able to sing and croon and blend her music and her sound across the different genres is something unique, and a lot of artists cannot do that, and she does it with ease. And so with saying that, with all her albums and her success, having her on the show today is definitely a blessing. And I want to introduce you, everybody out there, 365 The Grind Radio Show. Y'all been asking for her, and she is here. Chrisette Michele, how you doing?
I'm great, thank you so much. How are you?
I'm very, very good. We talked off air about a lot of things you're doing, and I know it's been a busy year for you, like many of us, but you seem to continue to grind. And it was one of the questions I wanted to ask you that I asked when I talked to Raheem Devine, and he talked about this. As far as music is concerned, and the many different ways that it continues to change, how is your outlook, and how do you continue to to stay on top of your game with the music that you do and continue to change as music changes, but continue to stay with what a lot of fans out there like and love about you and your music?
Sure. I try to take a month off every year where I just travel to whatever country that I just feel inspired to go to. This next traveling time is going to be to Greece and a few of the islands around Greece, just to kind of get a feel for what's happening in the art world wherever I go. Experiencing different countries' art helped me to bring it home, helped me to bring it to my music. I think that all art kind of imitates each other, whether it's fashion, music, television, painting, poetry, etc. So once you immerse yourself in one type of art, I think it kind of inspires you to bring it to whatever art it is that you do. So I constantly travel to stay abreast of what's happening in the art world.
Okay. And when did you first started to sing?
I've been singing since I was able to speak. My first solo was about 4 years old in church. That was just something we did along with walking. We just sang.
Oh, okay. All right. And is there anybody in your family that had anything to do with encouraging you to sing?
Yeah, my mother was a choir director, and my father singing quartets. He played the organ and a few other instruments. So it was just a natural thing in our home to be musicians and to sing. So it started at home.
Okay. And I guess other than your parents being a musical inspiration to you, are there any other artists that you kind of look up to and have followed, and they have had like an impact or imprint on you as a music artist?
Yeah, I mean, there are so many. But as a kid, I would listen to a lot of alternative rock and a lot of jazz. So anywhere from Third Eye Blind to Gwen Stefani to Ella Fitzgerald to Billie Holiday.
Okay.
I had a heavy influence by that as well as hip hop.
Okay. All right. And we know definitely how you have been able to put your imprint on hip hop as well. It seems like a lot of hip hop artists have taken to your sound and your music and try to collab with you. How is that like as verse to collabing with R&B artists?
Oh, it's completely different. Hip hop, I feel like, is the voice of the city, of the street that the rapper was born on, of the community. And so when you are collaborating with a rapper, you are literally speaking to that community. A lot of times the music that I've collaborated on was a song that might try to change the community, like Lost One, or like Can't Forget About You, or like Still Dreaming, or like what I did with Ghostface. So,
yeah.
Some people's music is about their community, whereas R&B is usually about love. And so it's a little bit more sing-songy. You kind of got to find a rhythm that everybody relates to, because everybody relates to a love song. Hip-hop, you can kind of be a little bit more creative and shock people a little bit more.
Right. Tell me this. I know when you did the Nas track, and I heard you on there, and I thought, because Nas always seems to do the unexpected, and he tends to bring a lot of different flavor to his music because he's very big on the art form as well. Was there any mindset when you went in and kind of laid in the chorus and stuff for I'm Dreaming? Because I thought that was like one of probably the best Nas tracks that I heard, along with just how it hit me when I first heard it. Because there's some songs you hear and it take you a little time to get used to it or start liking it. But I pretty much like not only the vibe of the music, but just the way you sung the chorus and anything. Like, did you have any input on that particular track at all, or was it just brought to you that way?
Sure, I went to school for vocal jazz, and the person who I studied the most was not a jazz artist. It was actually Diana Ross.
Okay.
And I would impersonate her all the time. And so when I heard her singing the old version of Still Dreaming, I was literally just going back to college and impersonating her again. So that was kind of like a full circle moment for me. It was kind of like, oh, wow, all this studying that I did, now is my time to sort of be her just for a few minutes. So that was pretty epic for me.
Okay. And then, like I said, Raheem talked very highly about you, and even I had a tweet on the show not too long ago, and she talked about working with you and things like that. And like I said, we here on the show have always followed you and been impressed by your evolution, whether it's your fashion or the different haircuts and different hairstyles that you bring to the table. That kind of in itself shows how verse you are as a person, and that type of flair, you bring it off, like I said, so easy, whether it's music, whether it's fashion. Are you real how shall I say, are you real versed with the way that you look, the way fashion is, and do you try to bring that to yourself as a brand, or just how you feel about fashion in general?
Well, when you watch this season of the R&B Divas Los Angeles, you're going to see me kind of pulling clothes out of my own closet. And I think that'll give you guys kind of a better idea of who I am as a fashion girl. I mean, literally, every morning when I pick up my clothes, I'm playing. You know, I look at fashion just the same way I look at music. It's a type of expression for me. So traveling so much and seeing so many different styles in fashion, whether it's in Japan or London, really inspires me and influences me as a girl who just loves to play in her clothes.
Okay. So, and then speaking about the show, because I don't know if this is the first year that you're going to be on there or the second. I know I just started getting into R&B Divas, but I know y'all got a new season coming up. How has that been being on that? And did you ever see yourself doing reality at all?
I don't think I ever really saw myself doing reality. I did get tired of only being seen through lyrics, whereas every question people would ask me would be about a song lyric. Because there was so much more to me than whatever single I had out at the time. So I felt like being on a reality series would help people see a little bit more of my personality. So this is definitely a new venture for me.
Right.
It's definitely different. And the fans are going to speak, and we'll see what happens.
Okay. What kind of music do you listen to today?
Today I listen to so much different types, but I think I'm really into the singer-songwriter kind of music right now. There's a lot of country happening in the UK, so there's this group called First Aid Kit. There's another group called The Staves that I'm really digging right now.
Okay.
I love Leanna LaHavis, Little Dragon, I guess alternatives.
Okay. And what else can I say? Is there any embarrassing song we might find in your iPod if we had a chance to look at it, or no?
What'd you say? Is there any
music that you probably have either in your phone or in your iPod that if we looked at, because I'm pretty sure you probably wouldn't really care because of how versed you is with music, but is there any song that would bring any embarrassment to you if we were?
You know, I have a lot of what people would call ratchet music in my iPod. I think we all know what that means. But one of my favorite things to do is to dance. I mean, I just love to go to the club and just stay in my little area and dance and sweat and walk out of the club with a towel on my face. And you can't do that. No R&B ballad.
Okay. I know what you're saying. All right. What is
like Mama, we made it. We made it. I mean, that song makes me so happy.
Is Drake one of your favorite artists?
Drake is one of my favorite artists because he's very honest. I actually quoted his name in one of my songs that I have coming out called "You're Talking to Art."
Okay.
I really feel like out of all of the rappers of right now that are mainstream, he says a lot of stuff that a lot of people would be afraid to say. You know, he has heart, and he's not afraid of the mistakes he's made and exposing them. So I appreciate that.
What artists are you really impressed with when you talk about music? I'm talking about...
I think is one of the most impressive artists right now. I think it's because he stepped out of a comfort zone. He's doing stuff with people that you wouldn't expect.
Who was that?
Very Kendrick Lamar.
Oh, okay.
You know, really, really special.
Okay.
He takes a lot of chances, and he's very vulnerable. And for our first album, after many mixtapes, I feel like we got a really big perspective on his life, and it's only his first record. So.
Right. So what would be something that you could tell folks about your life that they probably would find interesting, or you know, right now you have so many listeners listening. Is there any one experience that you had that was impactful in not only your life but in music in general? Something that you went through? Or...
I mean, it's so many. I can't lie to you. But I will say, in recent months, being on this reality show was a very, very different experience because I have never been in a situation that I could not leave.
Okay.
I didn't realize until I started the show that I'm always surrounded by, you know, some sort of security, management, publicity, you know, some sort of a team. This show, I was by myself in a city that I did not live in with 5 strangers.
Okay.
And that was different for me.
So the ladies on the show, you never had like any type of relationship or networking with them at all?
Yeah, but most of my friends and my bandmates and the people that I'm on my tour bus with,
right,
I've known for 5 and 6 years.
Okay.
Some of them I've known since college or high school. These girls I may have met once or twice on the road.
Okay.
But never forged friendships with.
Did you come into it with any preconceived notions or any expectations?
Yeah, I thought it was going to be fun. I thought it was going to be a nice vacation from my life, to be honest with you.
Right.
You know, I have to stay in the same. I don't see my bed more than maybe once or twice a week.
Wow.
So I thought it would be a nice way to be in one city, you know, for 6 weeks. And, you know, when you're shooting 3-4 times a day in 3 different parts of Los Angeles, it's kind of like, okay, wait a second, this is not a vacation.
Right.
So that was a little bit of a surprise for me.
And I guess as usual, you know, when it comes to women, is it hard to kind of be in that environment with you know, so many different women and different personalities and all? Was it very hard, or it got easier as y'all continue to shoot shows and episodes?
It didn't get easier. I'm used to getting to know one person at a time.
Right.
But try and get to know 5 people, plus an entire camera crew, plus everybody's makeup artist, plus everybody's band, plus everybody's stylist. It was kind of like, wait a minute. And I'm an introvert.
Right.
Very shy. So it was not easy. But I think that we made the best out of it, and I can't wait to see what people have to say.
Okay. And so who are the other members that are on the show?
It's myself. It's Claudette Ortiz from City High. It's Shantae Moore. It's Little Mo, and it's Leela James, and it's Michele.
Okay. Wow. So I guess if I was a fan, I would probably say you and Shantae Moore would be artists that I probably wouldn't expect to do reality, but I know it would be different because I know most people, when they watch reality, they wait for who's going to be the B on the show and who's going to be the most ratchet and things like that. And I think if we look at that cast you talked about, I guess you and Shantae Moore would be the two that, you know, we probably would kind of figure wouldn't be part of the ratchetness, you know, the ratchetness of the show. Is there anywhere you most like performing?
Any place? Gosh, that's really hard. I guess my favorite place to perform is at home in New York. Everybody says that that's the hardest city to perform in, but for me, it's the easiest. I understand the language of New York, and they have some strange understanding for my language.
Give me your give me your top 3.
Okay, so that's gonna be hard too, but I'm gonna try. So New York.
Okay.
I think Paris is really, really special. It feels like New York.
Uh-huh.
It has a similar vibe, but but everybody's speaking French.
Okay.
Somebody's being mean to you, you don't even know it. Because it sounds like, and then I like to perform in the Caribbean.
Okay.
Because when I go to the Caribbean, I always get to take a mini vacation. A lot of times I'm performing on the water. So it's just a beautiful place to kind of relax and vibe out.
Okay.
But really, that's a hard question because there's so many places.
Okay.
I mean, it's just so many places.
Japan,
because you can go shopping for vintage hip hop gear. You get those old Nike jackets from the 90s. I mean, it's just so many places.
Okay. I would ask you that, but I don't think that's a good question. Do you play any instruments?
Yeah, on stage I usually play the piano.
Uh-huh.
And then in college I had to learn how to mess around with, I would say, every instrument.
Okay. If you had to dabble in another genre of music, what would it be?
Alternative rock.
Alternative rock. Okay. What else can I say? Any hidden talents that you have that no one knows about?
I'm strangely flexible, and I'm really good at yoga. Like, really good.
Okay. I don't want to do this because that's not a fair question. But what are some of your favorite, not your favorite, tracks that you have created? I know my favorite is what is it? It's the way love feels.
Okay.
What else? I know everybody's favorite would probably be If I Have My Way. I know that probably would be a lot of people's favorite. What about Fair Lady and Charades? Are those two tracks that? What are your babies?
My babies are Unsaid. I really, really love that song. That is the artist that I would be if we weren't stuck in color line.
Okay.
Those are the type of songs that I wrote before I got signed.
Okay.
Unsaid, Best of Me. Guitar-driven music is my favorite.
Okay.
Type of music.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
All right. And what else can I say? Is there any artists you look forward to working with in the near future?
Yeah, I mean, there's so many. My mind is really, really open.
Mm-hmm.
I was saying the other day how cool it would be to work with somebody like Arcade Fire and pull a Kendrick Lamar. You know, like this with a completely alternative indie style band, and just do something really epic and fun. I think that would be cool.
Okay. All right. So when it comes to music, you kind of spontaneous.
I am spontaneous. I'm always moving forward, and I get exhausted trying to keep things alive. If things are ready to pass away, then I think that they should. So I don't have any allegiance to any style, any sound. At the end of the day, I'm just making what my heart is, feeling at the time. And hopefully the fans will continue to rock with it. I appreciate them for their understanding and their love.
I'm pretty sure they appreciate you. Is it hard? I know it is. Being on the road and constantly moving around and things like that. Is it hard to do anything that would pertain to anything close to a relationship?
Right now, I would say it is. I think, as typical as it may sound, you kind of date people who understand your industry, possibly are in the same industry, and kind of have a good idea of how things go. Because once you guys both are in the same industry and you kind of understand each other, you can kind of finagle your schedules to fit around each other. So I kind of do that on the sneak tip. I kind of mess around my schedule a little bit so that we can all be together.
What are some of your do's and don'ts when it comes to a relationship?
It's tough to be a girl who makes the amount of money that I make on a yearly basis.
Mm-hmm.
I'll be very honest with you. That's probably the hardest part. You try and keep that a secret for as long as you can in a relationship. You try never to pull out your credit card and say, I got this. You try never to do that kind of stuff.
For real?
Gifts that are too expensive because guys tend to get very intimidated by that.
Okay, I was about to ask you, are guys really intimidated about approaching you and and things like that. What do you,
They'll approach me, but once we get into that 2-3 weeks down,
right.
they feel like they have to impress me, and that's, never fun for me.
Oh, okay. Okay. All right. What can I say? Other than you being you're one of our favorite artists. I'm not even gonna lie about that. When I knew we were able to get you on the show, I was ecstatic, and a lot of people on the show was ecstatic. And there's a lot of people that are listening. I know a lot of people been hitting the Facebook page for the show and on Twitter, and it's so much love and support from the tweets and things like that. I definitely wanted to pass that along to you, and I just wish God bless to everything you're doing. You're amazing as an artist to watch you perform and watch you sing, even when a lot of times BT seems to try to get you to sing. You tear it up all the time, and I could tell in your voice. You've been doing a lot of singing this past weekend, so I'm pretty sure there's some folks out there that's still talking about seeing you perform and things like that. Do you know what are your next couple of shows for anybody that's listening out there, where you will be performing, and do you think any of your shows going to be in the DMV anytime soon?
Yeah, we did so many shows in the DMV in the last 6 months.
Uh-huh.
But I'll be in Maryland on Saturday. What day is today? Saturday. And if you go to my Facebook page,
right,
you can check out all of my dates. If you go to Chrisette Michele, the stand page, you'll see all of my dates that's coming up over the next few months. I'll be kind of going nonstop, and yes, we will be in the DMV.
Okay. Is there any artists in the city that you like linking up with when you come in, or you pretty much play it by ear?
In the DMV area, I would have to say you got Wale. He's there sometimes. Sometimes he's in LA. And you got Raheem Devon, who's out there sometimes.
Uh-huh.
And back in the day, man, I won't talk about back in the day, but there was some things that we used to do. I've had so much fun in the DMV. I really have. You know why? Because y'all know how to party. And, you have those smaller lounge club type spots.
Right.
Where everybody goes, and nobody cares if you're famous or not. You can wear whatever you want. You can do whatever you want, if you know what I mean, and just kind of really relax. So it's more like a house party.
Okay.
That's why people love to throw parties in the DMV.
So you pretty much can blend in anywhere you go. It doesn't really matter. You probably can fit in anywhere you go. You're probably that type of female where you just blend in.
There's just one city that I will not name that I just cannot seem to fit in. I mean, they just, they don't love me no more. So I won't say who it is. They might know. It ain't no one in the DMV.
Tell me who that is so I can get on them about that. I can't see where they would not like you at. I can't see that.
A lot of the country has changed. A lot of people have become famous.
Uh-huh.
So there are those cities where everybody is famous now. Everybody in the club is supposed to be in the VIP area. So I avoid cities like that.
So is that Miami you talking about? Is that Miami or is that?
Oh, I love me some Miami, boy. I love Miami. God, I love Miami.
So that must be Atlanta then.
I'm not gonna tell you where it is. What city it is. Just say that this new age Hollywood is everywhere.
Uh-huh.
I'm not sure.
So
everybody needs to calm down.
It's the people that are not stars. They just stars in the club is what you're talking about.
Because the truth is like you might see like a Lil Wayne in the club.
Right.
And he's so chill. He's so regular. Like, I've danced with Chris Brown in the club. So if you're gonna be famous, I've danced with Jamie Foxx. So my point is you got these people who I've never heard of.
Mm-hmm.
That's like very, very upset. They very, famous.
Right.
And it's just a different world. So cities like that, they know which cities they are, and it's not too many of them, but
Okay.
Those type of cities I avoid.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Well, all I can say is, hey, we love you on the show. My fans had definitely, I had put out early last year, and kind of kept it going towards the middle part of last year, and I gave them 10 artists. If I could have them on the show, and had them vote on them, and constantly asking the question, and I think your name came up in the top 5 of the artists that I asked, and I kind of put out at least about 20. I think it was 20 artists, and your name kept popping up. So I definitely wanted to kind of continue to try to reach out because I know how it is with the artists. The schedule is busy. Y'all schedule continues to change and evolve, and the demand is crazy. And we definitely honored and respectfully thank you so much for coming on the show, being our guest. We definitely want to dedicate the show to you. So once we finish with the interview, we're going to continue into your music. But I want to thank you from the heart. We appreciate you taking your time out of your busy schedule. We love your music, and you make sure if you're doing anything as far as music or going to be in the city, please make sure you reach out to me and get in touch with us at the show. We love you, and thank you for coming on. Do you have
I really appreciate y'all.
Do you have any projects you're working on in the studio at all, or no?
Yeah, I actually will be on my last studio session this Wednesday to finish up a project I have coming out called The Lyricist Opus.
Okay.
I wrote a few songs, and we recorded them over in orchestra and horns and, live instrumentation, and it's just going to be something from my heart.
Wow.
That comes out at the season finale of the R&B Divas. I also have a website launching on August 11th. It's called richhipster.biz.
Okay.
Go there now and join the email list. And then when everything is done, I'm going to be having videos up on there and vlogs, fashion, and beauty, all that kind of fun stuff. So I can't wait for that. But the Lyricist Opus comes out in September.
Okay. Give folks your social connections.
Absolutely. On Facebook, my name is Chrisette Michele there. You can find all my show dates. I am at thisischrisettemichele.com, which is my label website. Richhipster.biz, which launches August 11th. Chrisette Michele on Instagram, and Chrisette M on Twitter.
Okay, I appreciate that. Can you do me one favor? I'd be remiss if I didn't ask you to do this. Can you sing something that you like singing, or something? Give me a little bit of something going on the way out, because I love your voice so much. And it could be anything. It could be your favorite song. It could be you saying something about the show or yourself, or even R&B Divas coming up.
Sure, I'll sing the chorus if I have my way.
Okay.
One day we'll make love. That's unheard of. And I'll be your woman. I have my way. We will see heaven, loving together. We won't stop ever. I have my way.
Thank you so much. Oh, I feel so good. Thank you,
You guys
Chrisette.
have a blessed day.
Hey, I appreciate you, and I'm gonna make sure you thank Lynette. She kept in contact with me the whole entire time throughout the whole process, and I definitely want to thank her from the bottom of my heart.
She loves me more than anybody in the world.
Oh, I love her so much. Yeah, tell her thank you.
I would love a copy of this to put up on our website. We'll be posting all of the interviews on the website, so if you could send us a copy of this, we'll put it up.
I definitely will, and I appreciate you again coming on. God bless you to everything that you do, and we wish you the best in the world with success. You continue to work hard, and we can continue to follow you in everything you do.
Thank you so much, y'all.
Thank you.
We want to be your only source for everything music. Like 365 The Grind Radio Show on Facebook, and follow us on Twitter as well as Instagram at DMV Next Big Thing. Now get ready for another banger right now.
Always giving new music first. The hottest artists first. Downloads free on iTunes, social interaction, and call-in chat. We got you covered. Join the 365 Grind Radio Show movement today.
The hottest in the game, DJ DMV the Don. You're getting ready to listen to the hottest sounds on 365 The Grind Radio Show and download on iTunes. It's DJ DMV the Don.
I am music.